Hey guys, how are you doing? It's been a while since it's just been you and me because lately I've had obviously my sisters on my channel, our walk, our talk. Um, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of them because it's just so dope, and I just feel like you lot need to get a lot of different opinions um, of other people's walks and how they're doing it and what's been going on in their lives as well. So I thought it was a good thing to kind of introduce that segment to my channel. But they will be back next week. But for this Sunday, you have me. So I just want to talk to you guys about something that's been bugging my mind. Like, it's been bugging my mind for a while. And it's basically knowing your worth. Like, honestly, I'm just getting so tired of individuals not knowing their worth, right? And when I mean your worth, I mean like your value, your worth, who you are. That is it. Who are you? Because you need to know who you are for you to value your worth, for you to know nobody can cross it. Like, you need to actually know who you are. And a lot of us are skipping that step in life. We're skipping the step of getting to know who we are, and we're moving on to we're replacing it with getting into either relationships or friendships and letting those relationships and friendships determine who we are. So slowly by slowly, this generation, we are losing ourselves without getting to know ourselves, if that makes sense. I hope I haven't lost you. So let me rewind. Imagine you're a young individual and you don't have self-worth, self-awareness, self-love, self-nothing. Like, self is not even in your vocabulary. And you go to university. Let's say you go to university because that's the major place where you mix and dabble in several different friendship groups. When you go to university and you don't know who you are, it could end up so disastrous because being you could end up determining who you are by how other people judge you, how other people look at you, and what other people say about you. You can start to believe those things and think that is the person who you are. And I can speak so confidently on that because that's exactly how I went into university. I went into university and I did not know who I was. I didn't know my capabilities. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know my values. And I let other people do that for me. I let my friendship groups decide who I was, what I was capable of, what I wasn't capable of. I let my friendship groups determine my faith, determine my future, determine exactly who I am. And I rolled with it for the next 3 or 4 years of uni. So you can imagine in uni, I wasn't the person I am today because I did not know who I was. I was so lost in the sauce, absolutely lost in the sauce that it was, when you're so deep in the sauce, you actually cannot even get out. Like, it's so goddamn sticky, and you're like, how did I get this deep? And then, yet, instead of you to try and reclaw yourself out, you now allow yourself to get even deeper. It was not until I left university that I started to sit down and figure out to myself, Fee, who are you? Who is this individual Christ made? Like, what is it that you love about yourself? What is it that you know you are good at that nobody can ever tell you nothing about? What is it that you are good at? What is it that makes you, bubble up inside with enjoyment, pure enjoyment? Like, what is it? Sometimes, guys, you need to sit down. Sometimes you need to sit down and take a self-examination of yourself. Ask yourself questions like, what do I like? What do I like doing? What do I like talking about? What kind of people do I like? What kind of people do I not like? What do I want to do? Like, what's my hobbies, what's my faves, what's my pet peeves. Ask yourselves these questions. Stop waiting for people to ask you these questions so you can then think on the spot and determine a whole bunch of different excuses that are never compatible with you. Start loving yourself. Start asking yourself, what's your worth? What's your value? Then once you know that, I can guarantee you any relationship, any friendship, any workplace, any building you step into, nobody can tell you who you are. You walked in there with your chest held high, knowing who you are, knowing your value, knowing your worth. Nobody can ever knock you back and saying, she ain't that, she ain't this, or he ain't that, he ain't this. You are all kings and queens. Don't ever forget that. You're all kings and queens, and I'll be damned if anybody says you're not. We don't listen to spiteful, jealous, negative people because it only brings us down. The day was created for us, so let's start living like it is our day. You understand? So let's start knowing our worth. Let's start respecting our values. Let's treat our bodies as a temple, and it's never too late to start treating your body like a temple again. I know some of us, especially us girls, we've made a lot of decisions, bad decisions in the past about people we sleep with, but it is what it is. It's done. Like, literally, give your life to Christ, reset your life, and keep it moving. It's done, it's done. But what counts is what you do now. You understand? So, just start living your life for you and Christ, and know your absolute worth. I can't stress how important that is in this generation. Know your worth, because it will save you a lot of headache, heartache, negative talk. It will save you so much. But guys, please. So that's just a short one for me in terms of just knowing your worth. Next week I'll be back with the girls with Our Walk, Our Talk, second edition. It's going to be so absolutely amazing. The topics we are covering, I know that we are going to get ourselves into crossfire, because it is topics people don't want to talk about. It is topics that Christians fear, Christians shun away from, Christians do not speak of. But we're going to speak of them, because that's the essence of keeping it real. Because there are a lot of people out there that are struggling with these topics. And it is our due diligence to talk about these things and find some sort of answer for you guys. Or even just if you find an answer from our opinions. We don't mean no harm, we don't mean no disrespect, but we're just trying to keep it real. And we know our worth and we know our values, so we know that we have to do this. But again, it was just a quick one because I really missed you guys, and I really just wanted you to see my face and my natural hair. I permed my hair. It was natural before, but I permed my hair. So I'm sorry to all you natural hair lovers, but yeah, I permed my hair because I really wanted to do a slick body back. I'm sorry, I just had to. But anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Let's share the message. Let's get the word out. Let's get people talking more about Christ and less about, the shade room or whatever. Let's get out there. Let's create our own, Christ-filled ambience. Let's get the word out there. Let's not be ashamed to talk about Christ. I took the risk. How about you lot take the risk by sharing this video to someone who needs it? Someone who needs a little bit of encouragement, that's dealing with not knowing who they are. Share it, subscribe, comment, whatever. I don't even mind. Let's just get the word out there. God bless you guys, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget, every single Sunday you will be getting videos from me at 7 o'clock. So this week you've got me. Next week, I'll be back with Our Walk, Our Talk, first episode. So I suggest you subscribe because it's finna be fire. But thanks, guys, and I'll see you later. God bless. Love you guys.